Well, a canine has been kicked out of the White House. President Biden's 2-year-old German Shepherd, Commander, was removed from the White House after several biting incidents. The Secret Service has acknowledged at least 11 incidents involving its personnel, but sources say the real number is even higher. And this is not the first time the First family has dealt with this issue. The Biden's first White House dog, Major, had to be relocated to Delaware after biting 3 people, again, including a Secret Service agent. So let's bring in Michael Gould, an expert in police canine training. Michael, thank you so much for being with us. After so many apparent incidents, we know at least 11, possibly even more. Why wasn't Commander removed sooner, do you think?
Well, that's a great question, Nichole. You don't have to be an animal behaviorist to understand that if a dog bites or makes physical contact with its mouth 10 times, it's disturbing and frankly incomprehensible that that wasn't mitigated early on, right? So the dog Commander didn't just wake up one day when he turned 1 year old and decide to attack 10 people or bite 10 people. So there was a signs he was telling people, that he wasn't comfortable in this environment. It's not the right environment for this dog. And that should have been picked up on immediately, as well as the last dog. So there's a pattern of behavior, particularly with a German Shepherd. It's a working dog. It's bred to herd sheep. It was bred up in Germany to breed. So it's a working dog. So when you don't understand what you're dealing with, you get yourself in trouble. But I don't understand it if you think your pet at home or your neighbor's dog, your family dog, that's bitten one person, you would take some type of action.
Well, Michael, you really said something that stood out to me there, saying that Commander was hinting that there was something wrong with his environment. And this, at this point, is the second Biden dog which had to be removed from the White House because of repeated biting incidents. Why do you think this keeps happening?
Well, again, the dog's personality is not fit for this environment. He's a 80-pound working dog. If this was a 20-pound Labradoodle or 30-pound Labradoodle, we wouldn't be having this conversation. And we think of that White House. It's not really a house. It's a complex with Secret Service agents coming and going constantly throughout the day and night, different agents. It's not the same. They're not family members. So the dog is constantly on alert. And it's unfair to the dog, quite frankly. It sets the dog up for failure. And to allow it to happen so many times, again, it boggles my mind how somebody didn't intervene at the first growl. And when he was 6 months old or 8 months old, that's when you start taking proactive steps in fixing the problem. It's not a problem. The problem is the environment he's in.
So Michael, the first dog, Major, was sent to Delaware to live with a family there. Commander has now been sent away. Do you think we'll see Commander come back to the White House, or do you think it's possible they'll try to bring in a third German Shepherd?
Right. Well, I hope not. No, Commander should not go back to the White House. This is not something that you can wave a magic wand. It's not a training issue. It's an environmental issue. So my suggestion and my invitation to solve world peace and diplomacy, allow me and my staff at Houndstown to take Commander and he'll live the best life. We always take care of the needs of the dog. And in this case, it's not. The humans are taking care of their own personal needs. Commander needs to be in a different environment, perhaps with other dogs that he can interact with, and live a dog's life instead of trying to live in this very confusing and chaotic White House environment.
And at least 11 bites, possibly more. Before we let you go, Michael, I know it seems obvious, but how serious can dog bites be?
Well, of course they can be potentially serious, but truthfully, as I said, this is a herding dog, so usually it starts out with a nip, but they generally get progressively worse. They evolve. So they start with a growl, it then goes to a nip, and then to a bite. And of course, it's particularly if there's a child involved, if there's children are the #1 victims of serious dog bites. So it can be potentially very dangerous. So, I just don't understand what took so long for the light bulb to go off and say this is a problem.
Well, at least it did, hopefully, before there was serious injuries. Police canine expert Michael Gould, we certainly thank you.
Thanks, Nichole.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.